My name is Malcolm Carter. I'm a writer, director, producer in LA, California.
Thanks for taking the time to come out here, man.
Thanks.
Meet up with me.
Right.
Now, we've known each other for quite a while. But where did you get your start? Where'd you grow up?
Oh, grew up in Baltimore, Maryland. East Coast. Didn't really, filmmaking wasn't a big thing back there. So, I just really just kind of decided I would start doing screenwriting, it kind of led to, well, I need to get out to the West Coast. Somehow I need to get out of here and move towards the West Coast.
So what got you involved in screenwriting? Where did you get the notion to start screenwriting?
To do writing, I think it was just, I'd have to say Quentin Tarantino, when I found out that, screenwriting some of his movies, Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs, I was like, okay, that sounds kind of cool, I'll do it. So then I just, picked up some books on it and was like, wow, okay, I like this.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So did you go to any school or just all books?
All books. I must have bought $200, excuse me, $200 worth of screenwriting books.
Oh, wow.
So, I just learned. Because there wasn't any schools or anything out there in Maryland, so I just learned it on my own, read a lot of scripts, and just kind of did it from there. And it was interesting. I think it was my second script that I did. Got some looks from out here.
So you submitted a script to, was it like a screenplay contest or?
Yeah, well that's what first when I started, just submitted it to production companies. And there was one production company, I don't think she's in business anymore, but she was a startup, I remember that, and was really impressed with my writing for the second script that I wrote. And she wanted to option it, and she optioned it, and that little bit of money that she gave me helped me to see that this is what direction I wanted to go in.
So she optioned your script. You were still in Baltimore at the time?
Yeah.
And just sending the scripts out to the West Coast here?
Yeah, she did.
And so she optioned it. Now, after that, did you decide I should probably move out here?
Yeah. I decided, because she was doing all these meetings and talking back and forth, and people just kept telling me, all the books I read told me I needed to be out here.
To be in LA. Huh?
So I moved out. I just moved out here. I didn't have any place to go. I had some family in the San Bernardino area, so I came out there. But that didn't really work out. So I found myself kind of traveling all through the West Coast until I just recently came back here.
Okay. So you did a little bit of traveling. You took some time off. Was it because things started getting cold again, or you just feel like for personal reasons?
No. I think when I just got here, I don't know if I was ready for it. I didn't know. So I went to Vegas. I was there for about 6 months. Didn't like that scene, and I just kind of moved down to Arizona, which you know a little bit about, and it was I thought it was a pretty strong independent filmmaking crowd out there.
Well, that's where I learned to screenwrite, was Arizona Screenwriting
Yeah,
Group. That's
yeah,
where we met.
yeah.
Now, from the first time we met, did you think that this kid was going to be out here making films in Hollywood? Or?
Well, I didn't know you'd come out here and start doing films like that, and so that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
I knew you were a screenwriter, but I didn't know you were going to go do everything. So that's great. That's great.
Well, cool, man.
Yeah.
Now you've been out here. You've had some jobs in you've been a reader. You're still writing. Have you noticed the trend of the Hollywood kind of moving away, or is it?
Well, yeah, I noticed that as far as just the internet and just all the different avenues people can do, you don't necessarily have to be here, in Hollywood to get things done now. I wish I can remember the name, but I guess there was a guy on YouTube. It was about 8 months ago. I think he was from like Spain or someplace like that.
With the big robot movie?
Yeah. And they saw it on there, and it was like, bam, he's got himself a deal.
He didn't have a script, didn't have a.
Yeah.
It was some technology, right?
Yeah, so it's with technology, things have just changed.
So do you think people being famous for the sense of being famous is kind of taking over now, or is it like paparazzi, the internet, that stuff? Is that all tied together with
It is now. It is. I don't know if it's any going back to anybody can kind of be a star now.
Do you feel like reality shows might be like taking over Hollywood now?
Well, I don't know if they're going to necessarily take over, but they're here to stay. Because I thought, when was that Survivor came out and there was that big push of reality shows, I said, okay, well, this will be a fad in the last couple years. Right. But I'll first admit I'm wrong, and I don't think, I think it's here to stay. It's just something that people like. They like a car wreck. It's good entertainment, so it's going to be here to stay.
Well, I saw on the news the other day, Heidi Montag said the best way to get to learn the movie business is become a reality star. What's your opinion on that?
Well, I guess if you can become a reality star, it makes it easier for you to learn how to deal with cameras being on you all the time and things like that, and dealing with producers and all that. So yeah.
Now you said back in Baltimore, one of your inspirations was Quentin Tarantino. Is that still some of your inspiration? Do you have new people you're looking up to now? Or?
Yeah. Well, I look up to a lot. Just a lot of them. I do. I think when I say Tarantino was the guy that got me into screenwriting. Spielberg, was the guy who got me to love film. Favorite film of all time is Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Right.
Always will be. I didn't know anything really about directing and writing and producing and any of that stuff. I just knew that I liked film.
Right.
Tarantino kind of showed me, oh, okay, you can be a writer, you can be sort of an outsider, and sort of maneuver in if you're creative and talented enough, you can get in. So
that's cool. Yeah. Have you known anybody who's had the potential to make it and came out here and then ended up not making it?
No. I've known a few people who've come out here, whether it be an actor, director, or something like that. They just could not. They couldn't deal with the rejection and not having the perseverance to make it out here. And it's tough. It takes a strong individual to do it. I mean, you don't know if you can make it, but I think if this is truly what you want and really want, you'll stay out here forever until you make it. I mean, that's kind of my thing. Unless you think you can do it anywhere else, or you can find funding overseas, Canada, like you said. You just try to figure out a way to get it done.
Okay, so let's stay on that note. So you moved out here. You're still trying to make it out here. Canadian Studios has your film. They're like, okay, this is great. We want to film it, but you got to move to Canada. Are you willing to move?
I will move out there in a heartbeat.
Just gotta make the film, right?
Yeah, it's really all about the film, making the film, making the project. If you have projects that you can find the funding, and there'll be a place where you can get it done. I'll go to I'll go to Antarctica or Alaska if that's where the money's at. If that's where they're making films, it doesn't matter to me. So
That's right, man.
yeah.
Well, Malcolm, I appreciate your
All right,
time
thank
to talk
you.
to us, man.
Thank you.
It's a great deal.
All right.